So the idea of staying gold comes from the book, The Outsiders from S.E. Hinton. It was one of the books I picked up in my school library when I was in junior high school. It's about being your best self and always remembering who you are and what you are and your why. And so that's part of what I try to do with my students. I'm Kimberly Christian Johnson. I am an interventionist and a resource teacher. I do study skills classes at Auburn Junior High School.
She is our little jewel here in rural Alabama. We found her first, so no matter what the world wants to do, they can't have her.
The Auburn City School System is a fast-growing school system, and with that brings many challenges.
Our schools are some of the top schools in the state, but it's a pocket. And so you also have parents whose kids may have struggled elsewhere who want to move here to get their kids what they need here.
And she has taken it on as a personal initiative to make sure that every student is met at the door and every student has access to the educational information that they need.
My son has a learning disability, so it put me at ease to know that he was in good hands and that he had someone that cared and that she loves each and every one of these children. And she is the absolute best teacher all around.
She makes everybody feel at home, and I think that's one of the things that I so quickly noticed in her classroom. Just that personality trait of hers totally spreads into our school culture.
And he's shutting down again. I don't know if y'all had time to talk to him about that. I think it's because of the relationships. They call me Mama J.
She's a school mom for me. She's a school mom for many of the people on this campus.
She's a kind of student that you don't forget because you never had to remind her to do her work. She always had it on time. Students just liked her, and I think that there were some who tried to emulate her, and for that I'm thankful because she influenced my classroom.
We were probably more of a marginalized community where I grew up. Being a first-generation college student, I know that education is important. When I see kids who may struggle a little bit, other kids who look like me, or may come from homes or from marginalized communities, they're my people. We all get a free and appropriate education, so I need to make sure that my students understand the value of that.
I think that totally just leads into the way she teaches and inspires students. It's consistent, she holds them accountable.
I've seen the ripple effect. As long as Ms. Johnson is doing the kind of job she's doing, children are going to be inspired by her, and maybe they'll want to do the same thing and teach other children.
Many of the students that she teaches are still friends with her children post-high school, whether that be graduation or them leaving high school. And they always want to know what Ms. Johnson thinks about what it is that they're doing.
I came into the field because I loved reading and writing, and I love working with kids. But I have to take that and figure out how that's gonna help somebody's life. It's about being a change agent, about making a difference. And I think it's all in the best interest of the students.